We now have a definition of high blood pressure. We've seen the prevalence of high blood pressure. We've seen the evidence showing the risks to life of having a high blood pressure. Let's take a closer look first at the mechanism whereby hypertension develops and the mechanism whereby hypertension causes harm. So high blood pressure develops for multiple reasons. Fortunately, every reason is covered in other parts of health score. So if any of these apply to you, there's a lot of good information and tips to address these factors in other sections of health score. The first are the psychological factors. Anxiety raises blood pressure. Alcohol abuse raises blood pressure. Sleep and activity factors that raise blood pressure are insufficient sleep and sedentary lifestyle. Sedentary lifestyle has to be unpacked because there are a bunch of things involved. Achieving the recommended aerobic exercise is important, 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise per week, or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic exercise per week. In addition, limiting total sitting time to not more than 8 hours per day, and limiting any episode of sitting to not more than 30 minutes at a time, breaking up any bout of sitting that lasts for 30 minutes by standing for 1 minute. Nutrition has an important contribution to blood pressure. In particular, high sodium intake leads to high blood pressure. Absence of fruits and vegetables also leads to high blood pressure. Biometric factors. Obesity is a strong contributor to elevated blood pressure. So we can see multiple factors that lead to high blood pressure. What effect does high blood pressure have on our lives? So high blood pressure means that the heart has to work extra hard to pump blood to the organs in the body as well as the extremities. What this means is that the heart gets thicker and thicker because, like any muscle that has to work extra hard, it hypertrophies. The problem with this is that the walls of the heart can get so thick that the arteries that supply blood to the heart are unable to get through the thick wall, and that's the cause of a heart attack. High blood pressure can also cause the heart just to fail because it's such a workload it has to push against. That's why we get heart failure. The kidneys suffer a hit from high blood pressure. The kidneys will be damaged if they are constantly exposed to the high blood pressure flowing into them, and this can lead to kidney failure and dialysis. Sexual dysfunction occurs with high blood pressure. Stroke, meaning elevated blood pressure to the head, can cause rupture of arteries in the head, causing a cerebral hemorrhage or stroke. Vision loss can also result from high blood pressure. Multiple outcomes in addition to the 52% increased risk of premature death.